Hello, my dear students. Before going to the topic, I would like to ask you to subscribe to this channel and share this video, like this video. Thank you. Here, today we are going to see the types of transitions in UV visible spectroscopy. Types of transition. Actually, these types of transition we don't in UV visible spectroscopy we don't have any type of transition, but in organic molecules, we have a type of transition. That's what the type of transition means. Type of transition present in organic molecule. There are 4 types of transition. Number 1 is sigma to sigma star transition. Number 2 is N to sigma star transition, and number 3 is pi to pi star transition, and number 4 is N to pi star transition. These are the 4 transition. What are these transition? That means an electron absorbing UV or visible light, it excites from ground state to excited state. And this is what we mean transition, excited state. Okay. That ground electronic state we usually represented as S0. The excited states are several excited states, S1, S2, S3, depending upon the molecule. And this is what mean. And this electron, if it is a sigma electron, then we call it as a sigma electron may transfer to a sigma orbital. And a non-bonding orbital, N means a non-bonding orbital, that is a lone pair of electron, whatever it is. The electron that is not involved in any bonding is called a non-bonding orbital, and that may excite to a sigma star orbital, and that is called the N to sigma star transition. In all the cases, similarly pi to pi star transition, in which pi electrons, and therefore there must be a double bond. Whenever you are expecting a pi to pi star transition, there is a double bond. A pi electron excite from ground state to excited state, that is pi star. And similarly, a non-bonding electron may excite to the excited state. Let us see the energy profile diagram of these different states. Usually, in energy profile diagram, we will be writing this is non-bonding level. We call it as the middle. This is non-bonding level, and we have a pi electron have this much amount of energy. A sigma electron have this much amount of energy, and a pi star orbital has this much amount of energy, pi star. And a sigma star orbital have this much amount of energy. In y-axis, we take energy starting from 0 here. Okay, this is a sigma star orbital. Okay, that means if an electron jumps from sigma to sigma star orbital, you can see the energy. The sigma to sigma star has highest energy. Imagine an electron jumps from N to sigma star. Actually, the diagram is not correct because it has to be little higher. And imagine an electron that is jumping. This is sigma to sigma star. Okay, sigma to sigma star transition, and this is called N to sigma star transition. And you can imagine pi to pi star transition. Here it looks like same, but N to sigma star is higher in energy, and this is called pi to pi star transition. and you can see here this is a n to pi star transition. If you see all these things, sigma to sigma star transition needs a higher energy. When an electron has to jump from sigma orbital to sigma star orbital, it needs more energy, and comparatively, and n to sigma star is little lower than sigma to sigma star, and which is higher than the pi to pi star transition, and which is higher than the n to pi star transition. Okay. All these transition, as I explained in the previous video, you may see that video, the principle of UV visible spectroscopy. I have explained all those things. In all these transitions, the energy range within UV and visible radiation. All these transition can be occur by observing UV visible radiations. Okay, and especially if you see that sigma to sigma star and n to sigma star transition, they need high energy. Therefore, this is UV range, UV or even below UV range, that is more vacuum UV, that is called high UV. Vacuum UV, high energy UV radiations will be used for these transitions. For these transitions, low energy UV radiations and visible radiations are used for this kind of transitions. Okay, in another case, in molecules, in another sense, organic molecules, we are studying these type of transitions are present in organic molecules, and therefore we can say in organic molecules, all the elements, all the molecules have sigma electrons. There is no sigma electrons. There is no molecule which do not have a sigma electron, and therefore all the molecules are expected to show sigma to sigma star transition, and therefore studying this transition gives actually less information, less important or less information you get from studying this transition, and therefore we usually don't study this transition. Similarly, all the molecules, because all the compounds have sigma bonds. Second, compounds with heteroatoms, saturated compounds with heteroatoms like nitrogen, sulfur, halogens, and so on, oxygen, whatever it is. All these molecules have non-bonding electrons. Nitrogen has non-bonding electron, sulfur has non-bonding electron, chlorine has, oxygen has. All these heteroatom has non-bonding electrons, and these non-bonding electrons may give an n to sigma star transition. All these transition, this is also usually less informative, but it is somewhat more informative, but usually we don't study because these transitions are high energy transitions, and there is one more difficulty. These are all high energy transitions. In that high energy, usually below 180 nanometers or below 200 nanometers, in general we can call it as below 200, they observe in the region below 200 nanometers. This is very high energy. In that region, air will absorb, air will show transition. Then how can you study? And therefore you need a vacuum to study this kind of transitions. Okay, that is called a vacuum UV. In normal situation, we don't study this kind of transitions. Okay, third, all the molecules with a double bond, it may be CC double bond or CO double bond, they are expected to show wait, I will rub this. They are expected to show n to pi to pi star transition. They have pi electrons, and therefore they are expected to show pi to pi star transitions. This we usually study. This is well within the range. This we usually study. And compounds with molecules with a double bond and an heteroatom, like carbonyl RS C double bond N, like this. Whenever molecule a double bond with an heteroatom or a ring, heterocyclic ring, and these type of compounds are having an non-bonding electron which is connected to a pi orbital, and therefore they can make this kind of excitation, n to pi star transition. Usually we study these transitions in organic molecule. These are the types of transition in UV visible spectroscopy. We speak especially in organic molecules. If you consider an inorganic molecule, in inorganic molecules, there are different kinds of electrons. We have different bonds are there. Metallic bonds are there. Coordination bonds are there. Pi bonds are there. Back bonding. There are different kinds of bonds are there. Different kinds of electrons are there. Usually, when they absorb in UV and visible region, usually inorganic molecules produce DD transition, and this is due to color. All the colored molecules may produce DD transitions, charge transfer spectra, or there are several transitions are in inorganic, and therefore we don't classify them into that sigma star classification may not apply to this inorganic molecule. With this, we shall end this type of transition. Thank you.